Good morning. How are you? Have a nice day. Gone. Take care. Have to take care very seriously.
Yes, now it's very serious.
So,
Morning, Sayadaw.
morning. Yanika, how are you? CM.
Just fine, sir.
Huh? Just fine.
Yes, just I don't feel well today.
Okay. Take care, everyone. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
So let's start by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So today we are going to continue about the Agusala Kamabhata and then Kusala Kamabhata in continuation of the last Monday talk. So first I will share the screen. Oh, screen is small. So here, Tassa Agusala Kamabhata. Last week we talked maybe roughly about the 10 causes of immoral action, 10 immoral action. So maybe up to the end. So, but it's roughly. So there are among the for the number 1, number 2, Panati Badai Adinadana, we have done thoroughly. Kamesu Mechajara. Regarding the Kamesu Mechajara, there the Sambara, the constituent parts or constituent factors are formed, and then Sahatika should be done by oneself. So here, regarding Kamesu, commentator try explain on the page number, this how much? Page number 130. So there are maybe a commentator gave a 20, the list of the 20 ladies. Okay. So this lady, this type you can read by yourself, and then what I like to emphasize is that of these women under engagement, so that Sabridanda, Sareka, Sareka and Sabridanda. Sareka is under the engagement, it translate. Sabridanda translated as what? One under punishment together. Okay, these two kinds of a lady. So they are already engaged or already under the protection and of a woman, and also Sabridanda. she is under punishment. These two ladies and also the later 10. So it means the last 10 kinds of a lady. So among these these 12 types of here the I don't know what do you how do you understand this, the translation here? These 12, it is not allowable for other men to approach. So these 12. So in Pali, it is said that the word in the commentary, 80 Subhana is okay among these two. Of these, it's okay, 80 Subhana. Dvainam for two, Sadaka Sabridandana. So this number 2, and then two kinds of lady. Dasananja, Tanagida Dinandi. So the other 10 led by the Tanagida, it means one brought by the word. So Dwadasana 18. Anyi Purisa, the Pali word in the Atasalini is said, Dwadas for the Dwadasana 18. Anyi Purisa. Because these ladies, they have their own, maybe so we can say husband. So for these 12 types of persons, they are not allowed to go to any other man above from their own husband, above from her own husband. So that is the meaning here. Anye Purisa. But for the other, how to say, 10 guys or maybe more than 20, other 8, maybe they may be free. So but for the for all the yeah. So that is the meaning here. The point I like to, but comment the translation may not be much very clear. So this 12 it is not allowable for other men to approach. So it means that these 12 ladies are not allowed to approach the other men. Okay, these 12 ladies are not allowed. It's called Agamaniyatana. These 12 ladies are Agamaniyatana for these 12 ladies are not allowed to approach other men apart from their own husband. So that meaning I'd like to tell you. And then what else? So
Sayadaw,
yeah.
So what Sayadaw's explaining is kind of the different from what the translation here. So because according to
Yeah.
the translation, then it looks like the men are the subject and the ladies are the object. But
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Sayadaw explaining is the ladies are the subject and the men are the object.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I explained. So how to say? Wait. That's why when I read again about the Pali Atasalini commentary and also translation, Burmese translation, Basatika. So it is different from the English translation. Where are you? Wait. My chacharo. Isuna wajam. Yeah. In the Burmese Bhadadiga, reading by Manuel Janaka Pivansa, Tamil theology. So they are explained among these 20, okay, two ladies, 2 plus 10, these 12, these 12 ladies are not allowed. Not allowed to go to other men. So for the men, every 20 types of ladies are what? Agamaniya Thana, not allowable to go, not allowable to approach. Okay, for the men, for a man, all 20 types of ladies are not allowable, okay, to approach, to commit misconduct.
I see, I see.
Hmm.
It's very clear, Sayadaw, because when I read this English translation, I was wondering, so it looks like the men that the only are subject are
Yeah,
subject to this uh,
come,
this
yeah,
misconduct, and the ladies they are not subject to this wrong
yeah.
misconduct. So yeah, so that's very clear, Sayadaw.
Hmm. 20 men, 20 ladies are not allowable for men, and also uh, among the ladies, 12 ladies are not allowable to approach any other men apart from their own husband. Mm. Okay, because they have their own. So like this. So that point I would like to make it clear. So and also any other, I think you have read last week. I asked you to read, or I think you have read all of these pages on the Agusala Kama Bhattakatha. So many interesting points are there. Musawada also okay. Musawada. So this is a conscious line. Visawadana Burakara. So you want to make other people to misunderstand, to receive misinformation, and also Atta Banjanaka. You want to destroy others' benefit. Okay, so the intention is not good, and also you make a verbal action or bodily action. So there is Chidana. So whether it is a less offense or serious offense, it's up to the what? Here. Yo do so yamatam banjati dasa abadaya abasawajo. Manda daya masawajo. So it means that the benefit you destroy is, if it is less, then there will be less offense, and then the benefit is huge, then it will be huge offense, mistake. So here also very fun some of these. So someone come to you and they want to borrow, maybe want to get something from you, then you don't want to give. In that case, you say, I don't have. So in this way, if you said like this, it is a less offense, even though it is a false. But Sakina Hodoa Atta Banjanatam Hodo Mahasavajo. But if you stand as a witness in order to destroy others' benefit, then it will be, how to say, great offense, serious offense. So nowadays also, so people in the judge or in the court, they try to stand as a witness. Okay, maybe if you stand on one side, then there will be someday maybe false witness. This is a big problem. So here, sorry. Where are you? Her speech. Lying speech or falsehood is a violation of the desires, representing to others in untrue things as truth. Okay, so here the welfare. This is translated as a welfare. The welfare is if it is greater, then the offense will be greater. If it is smaller, then it will be smaller. So, but here, and truth I have not. Okay, out of desire not to give something that belong to you, belong to yourself. This is also great offense if they, as a witness, perjure themselves in order to cause loss to others. Okay, so in whatever, either in the court or outside. So sometimes you stand as a witness, as a false witness. Okay, then there is a big problem. Mahasawaja. So in recluses, it is a small offense here also. If by way of an ironic joke on getting but a little while or brother, they say, today I think, yeah, a river of oil flows in the village. Actually, he didn't get he didn't get much. Already good for alms and also maybe a little bit wine, maybe cooking wine or whatever, seasonal wine or he get. But he want to make say a kind of ironic joke. So there in the village there is a river of wine is flowing. So then there is a small offense. Sometimes you make a joke with the hasade bayena. Purana gathane yena bawodo abasawajo. Aditha yewa bana daitanti adina lena. If you say, I see Aditha data, I know you have studied in Vinaya also. When we study Musawada Waga, there are 10 bases, okay? Adita, data, asuda, suda, and so on. So if you have to be truthful to your words. We have to be truthful to our words. If we don't see, we have to say, I don't see. If we really see, we have to say, I see. Otherwise, Mahasawaja here also. And then after that, there are 4 constituent factors of this Musawada: untrue things, intention to deceive, corresponding effort, and then communication of the matter to others. Okay, these are 4 sambhara. So here also Musawada, Sahatika. Okay, so you have to do by yourself. Sometimes, or even though it is said as a Sahatika only, it is something related through the body or body-related property. Sometimes you show signal, okay, by showing, by nodding your head, and also By raising your hand, you can tell a lie. So in that case, there is kaya padivada. So something with the something which is related with our body, and also vaja also. We tell a lie through the mouth, and also sometimes we may ask other people to tell a lie also. So here, anadika also something like applicable, but here in the commentary it is giving only sahatika. So sometimes you write on the leaf or on the paper. So that's why even though it is anadika, nesakiya, tawara, the other manners, other ways and means are also proper. But in the commentary, in the Athasalini, it gives only one, that is Sahatika. But the Athasalini, how to say, give a kind of a caution to think, to consider. Yeah, in the last, how to say, where. But the other commentaries have now admitted this. So these things, instigation, transmission, permanent records are also involved in this form of immorality. So it is reasonable to assume that. Okay, but finally the Athasalini, Venerable Buddha Gosa, remind that in the commentaries, maybe ancient commentaries, okay, like a Maha Atthakatha or Kurondi Atthakatha or whatever, in the commentaries they have not admitted this. It means a tradition. Commentary tradition approve only one, that is a Sahatika by body, okay, by oneself. It should be adopted only after the critical examination. Okay, critical examination. Anagata Viman Saitwaka Hedapa. So having considered deeply, we can we can take it, but we have to consider critically. Pisuna Waja, okay, harsh speech. Parusa, Pisuna Waja is a what? A kind of slender speech. Okay, slender speech. Divisive speech. Or slender here. Slender speech and also harsh speech, Parusa Waja, and also frivolous talk, that is a vain talk. Useless things, they are also uh, not appropriate for the people to speak. So also here, I will jump. I will go to another what? So in the commentary, there is a story, very interesting. I think you can also read by yourself. Regarding the Prusa Vacha. So sometimes mother, our parents, they get angry with their children. So because they don't obey, they are not obedient. Maybe they are not. They are naughty. Sometimes parents they don't want their children to go to another place, but the children, sons and daughters, they go away. So other time, she make a curse. Okay, she made a curse. Chandha Dhamma Hesi Anubandadu. So may you be followed by why what? Why buffalo? So something like that. So accidentally, on that day, so the child was going in the forest in another place. So he was followed by the what? Why buffalo? Then at that time, the children, the son, he considered that Yamama Mada Mukhena Gatesi Dhamma Hodu. So whatever my mother speak may not happen to me. Okay? Whatever my mother speak by mouth may not happen to me. Whatever my mother think in mind may happen to me. Okay? So in this way, he make a what? Satya Kiriya, truthful utterance. Okay, truthful utterance. So it may here they say, may what my mother said happen not. So may not happen. What she thought in her mind, may that happen. So what has that? That in the Sajagiriya is translated as what asseveration, maybe utterance of a truthfulness. So what happened? The buffalo stood as if they are transfixed. So maybe they don't follow him. The buffalo did stop following him. So that is what. So even though our parents they may say harsh speech by mouth, but their heart is very tender, very soft, full of loving kindness to their children. So that it means. So in that case, even though harsh speech is there, but if there is a tender heart, our heart is tender, no problem. Okay, not the harsh speech actually, but sometimes your mind is very cruel. Our mind is very cruel, but the way we speak is very soft and tender. So that is not an escapable. You cannot escape. So sometimes you say what? In your mind, you want to kill other people, or you want to ask other people to kill that person. But what you say is, okay, let him sleep. Okay, let him sleep. He is very tired now. Okay, so let him sleep. It means that you are using very soft, very kind word, but the mind very cruel. So in that case, no, you will not escape. So, and also if your mind also very cruel, words are also very harsh, then that is nothing to say, much less to say. It means aprusa waja. So these points are also interesting. So, avijja, vyabhada, micchadeti. So these things are very, how to say, understandable. So let's go to another one, that is, I think it is very clear for you to understand this 10 Dasa Akusala Kamapata. Okay, and then with this chart, that will make you easy to understand. So let's go to another session, that is Dasa Kusala Kamapata. Dasa Kusala Kamapata is the 10 causes of moral action. So the difference is that refraining from, okay, virati is there, abstinence from killing, stealing, and then misconduct, telling lie, and also what harsh speech, divisive speech, harsh speech, and also vain talk. Then the last one is anavijja. Anavijja means what? Generosity, okay? Aloba. And then, how to say, abhyabhada. Abhyabhada means what? Metta. Okay, abhyabhada is a metta, loving kindness, no no ill will. And then Samadhi is the right view. This then, the commentator emphasized on the what? Panadi Badadi Vidadi Imidasa Kusala Kamabata. Okay, these are then Dasa Kusala Kamabata among them. So it is nothing but abstinence. Okay, abstinence from these wrongdoing. Abstinence from this wrongdoing. So, Cheda abstinent Chedasika, and then you remember that three kinds of vididis are, yeah, Sama Vacha, Sama Kamada, Sama Ajiva, they are vididi. So that Chedasika is associated with the Kusala Cheda. Okay, when we are refraining from killing, suppose, so we are in the condition. We are in the right condition to kill another being. Suppose the mosquito or to steal others' property, we are in the right condition. Timing is very good, but at the time, we purposely refrain from doing such evil things. So at the moment, there arises kusala jeta. Okay, that kusala jeta also associated with the vidadi. So that vidadi is called Banadi Bada vidadi or Arinadana vidadi. So also if we take precepts, like a 5 precept or 8 precept, or what does it, how do we say Banadi Bada Vedamani Sikha Vedam Samadhiyami. Okay, Vedamani means vidadi. Vedamani vidadi is very close to us, Vedamani and vidadi. Vedamani Sikha Vedam Samadhiyami. So in this way, whenever we are refraining from these killing, from these immoral actions, they arise vidadi. That vidadi also associated with the kusala jeda, that is kusala kamabata. Okay, if it happens in our bodily, then the kaya kama kusala kaya kama. Okay, and then vajikama and manokama. So also here in the commentary there are three kinds of vidadis are given here. Sambada vidadi, samadhana vidadi, and then samocheda vidadi. Regarding that, I will go to translation page. Oh, conclusion. Well, abstinence by way of eradication. That is samocheda vidadi. Okay. Abstinence, the abstinence of those who have observed precept. Okay, another one. 136. Okay, 136. Yeah. 3-4, that is what? In spite of opportunity obtained because of observance. Okay. Samadhana, Sambada Vidadi means, here they translate it very beautifully. Opportunity obtained. There is an opportunity to kill. Okay. But at the moment, or maybe previously also, you didn't take any precept in front of the monk or in front of the Buddha, or you didn't even make any resolution that I will keep precepts. You haven't made any resolution that to keep precepts, but the occasion is there, opportunity is there, the conditions are there, but you think, and to say here, it is not fit for me to do such a bad things, evil things, because you consider, you reflect on your birth. Okay, I was born in a high family, So you consider on your age, okay, I'm a, how to say, as an adult, as a senior person, I should not do like this. According, and also according to the your learning, you have learned a lot. Suppose you have learned about Buddhist teaching, Buddha's teaching, or that I encourage you not to to have a loving kindness towards any other beings. So as a person who have read much, who have much experience, it's not proper for me to do like this or like that. So in this way, you refrain from doing evil things. So that is called, how to say, opportunity obtained. Okay, opportunity obtained because sambada vidadi. And we have to understand is that he maybe previously or before or now, he didn't take, he hasn't never taken precepts. He or even he didn't make any resolution to keep a precepts. But when the occasion is there, he trying to refrain from doing things. That is here also what the story is giving from the Sri Lanka. A lady, I bet his name is what the Chakana or Zagana also they say Jagana. Okay, yeah. The Burmese edition is the Jagana, but nowadays maybe old Burmese edition. Nowadays Bali commentary, Chatasanggana edition is Jagana is there. In the main text, the Jagana Upasaka is there, but in the footnote, Jagana Upasaka is giving. Maybe fifth edition, how to say, Dhammasaṅgaṇī edition, that is maybe Jagana. Chatasanggana edition is Jagana. Okay. Whoever it may be, Jagana or Jagana, the story is very interesting. So, yeah. Their mother suffered from a disease from their why even when he was young. So starting from the day he was young. So the doctor recommend fresh, maybe hair. How to pronounce it? Rabbit fresh. Okay, rabbit. The flesh of a rabbit. Mm. Ha, or how to say? North America is ha, but English, British pronunciation is hair. Hair. So whatever, rabbit. Okay, rabbit. She will be okay with the meat, with the flesh of a rabbit. Then the brother or the Chagana's brother as encouraged him, please my dear, go and find. And then while he was searching, he found that here. On seeing him, the rabbit ran with the speed and was caught in the creepers. So making the cry, kiri kiri. Have you ever heard the sound of a rabbit? Is there anyone who really heard the sound of a rabbit or hare?
I never heard Sayadaw.
So here in Bali also kiri kiri. In Bali, in the commentary, it is giving it made the sound kiri kiri. Try to listen. Okay, try to listen whether they make such a sound or not. Maybe what they heard. So in Myanmar, we say what? Whenever we hear the gunfire, the shooting, we hear the dying. But someone they say bam bam bam. Another people they may hear in another way. So also there may be variations, kiri kiri or chi 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 or whatever. So Jagannath, he very pity, okay, when he hear about that. So he go and find, he go and get. Then he think, I shall make medicine for my mother. Again he thought, it is not proper that for the sake of my mother's life, I should take the life of another. So what an intelligent and very, very, very kind, okay, very kind one, kind thought. So maybe normally people may think whatever it may be, others' life, it doesn't matter. Maybe the life of our life, or the life of the people who are related to us is more important than any other. So we may think like that. But this child, Jagannath, he is very kind, and he thinks that not proper to take the life of others for the sake of my mother's life. So then what happened? He let the rabbit go, saying, "Go and enjoy the grasses, water with the other rabbits in the jungle." So then he go back. He went back to the house, and then his brother asked, "Dear, did you get?" He retold what has happened to him. Then he was scolded by his brother. So in that condition, what are you going to do? Huh? For the if you suppose if you are in that condition, your mother is sick, and then your mother will be will recover from the from the sickness only when she get the meat or the flesh of any being.
But Sayadaw, don't worry. These days we have many kinds of supplements, so no need meat.
Sure. Supplements are there, and also many people, they can live on a vegetable. Okay, vegetarianism. Vegetarian are there. So sometimes you may be in that condition. So the point I like to tell you is we have to be strong enough. Okay, our how to say, loving kindness. Uh, whether we take precept or not, we observe the precept or not, if our mentality or spirituality is not strong enough, it will be shaking. Okay, it will be shaken by the conditions that serious conditions, something like that. But for the Jagannath, even though he didn't take any precepts previously, and also on account of the even at the risk of his mother's life, he tried to maintain the spirit of what a loving kindness, very good spirit. So that is regarding the boy Sambada Viradi, but what happened? But he went to the mother's presence. What he do is very noteworthy, and they stood, how to say, stood a very a truth. So he make it was utterance of the truthfulness. But what? Since I was born, I declare that I have not intentionally taken the life of any living beings. Okay, any living beings. So like Angulimala. Okay, uh, Angulimala when he make Ada the truthfulness. What is that? Yado ambagini riya jadiya jado navi jana misanjeja banam. Okay, so it means that starting from the time he became a monk, riya jadiya jado. Okay, it means he attained the noble noble rebirth. It means that he became a monk or attained the Sodavadi Magga. Starting from that time, Navijanami Sanjaya Bhana Jivida Orobiya. Okay, I don't remember. It means I haven't killed any living beings. So also here, that is the boy Jagana, he makes such a truthfulness. So starting from the childhood, okay, maybe it means since I was born here, since he was born, he has never killed any living beings. So through this powerful utterance of truthfulness, then his mother recovered from the illness. So Satya is a very, very, very powerful. And also, how to say, Satya Hawe Sadhutara Rasana. So among the tastes, the best taste is Satya, truthfulness. So the Buddha said in many, many discourses in praising the being truthfulness. So if you encounter any problem in the life, even though you try to be very good, and also you try to be virtuous, and also you are in a good condition, but sometimes life is like this. Life is changing. Sometimes unfortunate things, misfortune may happen to you. On that occasion, what you have to do is try to remember to utter the words of truthfulness, so that can help you release from such a kind of misfortune or suffering and so on. So that and then you all know that in the Vada Sutta, okay, among the 11 verses of the protection, one of the protection is what? Vada Sutta discourse. And also it based on the Jataka story. There, the Bodhisattva was there, very small bird, tiny bird. So he uttered the truthfulness, was a truthfulness. Then he escaped from the forest of fire. So another number 2 is abstaining by taking precepts. Okay, samadhana vidati, abstaining are those who have observed the precepts. Okay, so you observe the precepts in the presence of the monk or in the presence of the respective persons and so on. So both the during and after the time limit. So nowadays, today is Upasata day for the Buddhist people. So in Myanmar, they came to the monastery, or sometimes they sit in front of the Buddha statue and also Buddha image. They make a vow not to kill, not to steal, and so on. So that is they have a time limit. If they take a precepts, eight precepts. So from today, study from now up to the next tomorrow morning. So that is time limit. With the time limit, some people they keep precepts, but some people without time limit. So one time taking precept is for the whole life. Okay, without transgressing against the object, even on the pain of the death. Okay, is it to be considered by way of observance? So both with the time limit or without time limit, also this if we observe the precept, that they call samadhana, that they call you keep precept. But the samadhana vidati happened only when you refrain from the doing wrong things, evil things. On the basis of the precept you take, the precept you you promise to keep. Okay. So here the story of the one of the what is that? Uttara, mountain Uttara Vadamana is there, like a lay disciple dwelling in the mountain. Uttara Vadamana. This is also one of the story happened in the Sri Lanka. So he take that Ubasaka, he take a precepts in the presence of the elder, the Venerable Bingala, Buddha, Rekida, Matheda. Okay. So that Thera is a very, very senior as well as a meditation practitioner, and so that's why he was plowing. After taking precepts, he go to the paddy plowing, and then he lost. So maybe do sum up. So he lost his house, and then he tried to search for. And then finally he went to the mountain. On the way, he was caught by a snake or serpent, great serpent. So fortunately, he has an axe, okay, sharp as in his hand. So why the snake is there? So he thought to himself that I will cut off the head of a snake with my sharp axe. Then again he thought, it is not proper that I, who have taken precept from my teacher of a culture, it means that he's a respected teacher. So if I break the precepts, even though I promise to keep these precepts, it's not proper. So in this way he remember his observing precepts. Then he throw away his axe. Okay. Then luckily, what happened to him is the the, the snake went away and also released him. So very, very powerful. Willpower is very powerful. So that is about the samadhana virati. Now the last one is samocheda virati, abstinence by way of eradication. Okay, that is for the Ariya noble persons. So the first two is for the Mahakusala Jeta, as I explained you before. Virati Jetasika associated with the how many? 16 Jetas, okay? 8 Mahakusala Jeta and also 8 Lokotara Jeta. So Sambada Virati and Samadhana Virati are for the what? 8 Mahakusala Jeta. When these virati arise, Mahakusala Jeta associate with this virati Jetasika. But for the Samojeda virati, for the Samojeda virati, it is for the what? Noble persons. When the Logodara Jeta arise, it associates with this always, all the time. But for the Mahakusala Jeta, so sometimes associate, sometimes only when you refrain from the wrongdoing, then there will be Mahakusala Jeta, and then that Mahakusala Jeta will associate with the virati. But in the other cases, Mahakusala Jeta will not associate with the virati. But for the Lokodara virati, Lokodara Jeta, virati associated always, all the time. So because it is among the constituent patterns of what? Mega, okay? A four path. So when the path was arising, not even the thought, I will kill the create another living being. There will not have such a thought for the area, noble persons. So this is what about the virati. So that the virati, with the virati, if We refrain from the killing, stealing, and so on. We refrain from the wrong, evil bodily contact and evil verbal contact. And also, we refrain from the bearing or harboring the thought of covetousness, evil, and also harboring the thought of wrong view. Instead, we give unto the generosity and the loving kindness as well as the right view. So these are 10 moral actions, 10 causes of moral actions. So the others are not so much different. So I will go back to the chart. So the chart is there. So regarding regarding the Gotasa group or regarding the Dhamma, so Commentator explained that Atasalini explained that the Chetana as well as the Viradi. Okay, Chetana, Viradi, Yobi. So when we refrain from abstain from doing, from killing any living being, so Chetana is there. That Chetana also associated with the Viradi. So some people, they may say Chetana, they may emphasize on the Chetana, that's fine. And then some people, sometimes we can emphasize on the Viradi, that's also fine, no problem. Both the Chetana and Viradis are there. In terms of Dhamma, if you pick up the Dhamma, in the Banadipada Viradi, so you can pick up both of them, Chetana or Viradi. Okay, Chetana, Viradi. But for the Anabheja, Abhyabhada and Samadhi, they are what? They are not refraining from doing this, but what is that? They are generosity, aloba cetasika, okay? Aloba cetasika is there that associate with the Chetana. So that's why it is called Chetana Sambayuddha, not Sambuddha. Sambayuddha. Sambayuddha. Chetana Sambayuddha. Chetana associate. Okay? Associate of Chetana. So Abhyabhada also loving kindness, Medha. Okay? Medha, that is also Chetana associate with this. Samadhi. Samadhi is what? The right view. Panya. Okay? Amoha Cetasika. Panya Cetasika. That they also Chetana associate. In terms of Dhamma. So Godhasa means a group. If you put into the group, Panadipata, etc., you have to put into the Kammapata. Okay? Kammapata cause of action. Then there is a no mula is there. Here is for the Abhija, Anabhija. They are both the Kammapata as well as the Kusala Mula. So you already know that it is a aloba. Okay? Aloba is a kind of a root. Kusala root, wholesome root. Abhyabhada is adosa or medda. That is also what? Kusala, wholesome root. Samadhi is also Kammapada as well as Kusala root. Panya. Okay, Amoha Citasika. So if we put into the Dhamma group and also object. Object is as before. Okay. When we are killing, also the same object. And also when we refrain from the killing, also the same object. Sankhara object, maybe Jividendriya object, you can simply say. But and collectively we can say that they also belong to Sankhara. So this is regarding Aramana, commentator as well, is it the same with the Agusala Kammapada? Then regarding the Vedana, so commentator explained that Sukha and Majjada Vedana are there. Okay? Among the three feelings, three kinds of sensations, Sukha Vedana, Dukkha Vedana, Upekkha Vedana, then so for the Kusala Kammapada, Sukha and Upekkha applicable. it is not possible to write the dukkha vedana to write. And the whole thing is sukha and majjata here. Then mula, regarding the mula, how many mula they have? Regarding how many mula they have. So because the Banadipata Virati is, for example, if you take a Chetana, Chetana associate with how many mula? So if there is a wisdom, there will be 3 mula. Okay, amoha. If it is a refrain from killing without wisdom, without maybe data examination and so on, then there will be only aloba and adosa. Okay, aloba, adosa, 2 mula, and also if there is a wisdom, there will be 3 mula. Here mula, what we mean, what the commentator mean is that that chetana associated with how many mula, how many root. So it means dviyeduka or diyeduka. Okay, 2 root or 3 roots possible. So adena dana also the same. These 7 are the same. Okay, bodily and verbal actions are the same. For the mental action, manogama, anabheja. Anabheja itself is what? Anabheja is aloba. Aloba cannot associate with the aloba. Okay, but again associate with the adosa root and amoha root. So aloba, when anabheja is there, then aloba, adosa and amoha sometimes there may be. Then we can say there are 2 roots. It associates with the 2 roots. Sometimes amoha is not there, only adosa is there. Then there will be only 1 root, or dvi or eka. So the same goes with the avyabhada. Avyabhada is what? Avyabhada adosa, okay? Or midda is also one of the root. Adosa and adosa cannot associate. Okay, adosa cannot associate itself. So that's why doing one aloba and amoha or aloba only. For the samadhi, that is what? Amoha, panya. Okay, amoha root, that amoha root associated with the aloba and adosa. Okay, so that is about the kusala kamabhata. Okay, so time is up. So we will finish maybe the last session is a kamabhata sansandana. So please try to read ahead. Okay, that is that just a mixture of dwara and the kama. Okay, dwara and asamvara and so on. That we have studied previously with this one. Okay, better remember when you read that one. Please try to remember this the point. Okay, Panchadwara is there, Panchaphasa is there. So there will not be, how to say, karma is there. There will not be any karma yet, but only in this case, karma there will be. So something like that. So maybe kaya karma, vachi karma will not be there in the context of this Chakku Soda Gana Jiva Kaya. So if you remember that one, Karma Dwara Mecha, then it will be easier for you to understand the last point. That is this one, Kammapada Sasandana session. So thank you so much for your listening. Wish you good luck.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Thank you,
Okay,
Sayadaw.
bye.
Please be careful, Sayadaw.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay, okay, bye bye. Buddha Sasana Jiran Ditadu. Buddha Sasana Jiran Ditadu. Buddha Sasana Jiran Ditadu. Buddha Sasana Jiran Ditadu. Sadhu, sadhu.